EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Hoosier, their rookie quarterback from Indiana.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
44-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll go again with Jeanty. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
By Daxton Hill. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Jeanty. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Looked like an issue there on the snap, but everything has to be right from this distance. But that one, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And out now, here come the Bengals. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. Beck. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. 10 yards there on the Bengal first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And a Bengal first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man is Yoshivas. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Operating from the gun, Beck. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. A run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. Beck. Now run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Beck hits his target. That's Charlie Jones.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last drive, 3-and-out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On 1st down, it's Genty. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Once again, it's Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Beck. Brown with a stick skills. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Bengals 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Cincinnati.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of
12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Bengals
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Bengals first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bengals.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
A gain of 21.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this is where play action can be so effective. Your running game's been the driving force on this possession, so as a defense, you start shifting your focus towards stopping the run. But if an offensive coordinator sees that, he can take advantage, and they get good yardage there.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Intended for
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. 2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Beck. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So
on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. And now here come the Raiders. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mendoza. Short throw caught by Bowers. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 7. In motion, Dorsett. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Right back to Genty on first down. Brought down at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 from the 20. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They were certainly in field goal range, opted to go for it. Hey, they were able to pick it up.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, but look at it this way. The kicker had missed one before, so they decided to stay out and go for it, and it worked. But now, just one missed field goal and you're not trusting him? He'll be visiting a team psychiatrist this week because he's going to want some answers about why they wouldn't put him back out on the field.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
It's now 3rd and goal.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Mendoza. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Raiders. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carson. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Bengals 10.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
First down.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
No gain on the play.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Intended for
T. Higgins is the intended target. Third down here.
On the coverage.
Operating from the gun. Beck. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Beck. This one complete to Yoshivas. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Beck. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Option play. Here's a give to Brown. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Beck. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 4th down, Beck. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
At the 34-yard line.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Looking to throw. Mendoza. It's complete to Lockett. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off-play action. Mendoza. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. And he's going to use his legs here. And the ball is knocked out. And the Bengals have recovered it. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Back to throw. Beck. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. Beck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Mendoza. This is caught by Tucker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
19
and the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. A gain there of 21 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Mendoza. And the pressure gets to him again. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the 1st half. What will happen in the 2nd half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Ball carrier. Adam Butler there on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Second and 6. Back to throw. Beck. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Bengals first down. A gain of 12.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Beck. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Running right, here's Brown. Brought down at the 20.
Chase Brown, the ball carrier. Darian Porter on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's the second and 8. Back to throw. Beck. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. From the gun, a give to Brown. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. But you told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for lack of athleticism by being in the right spot.
Touchdown, Bengals! Andre Yoshibas from 8 yards out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Raiders 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
First and 10.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to be stopped out quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down. Now an option play, and we'll keep it. Shifts past him at the 45. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He was
going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 40-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll try and sneak it here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right
no
at
gain
the
on the
line of
play there.
scrimmage.
2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Genty. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was the ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal.
37-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Beck. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll leave them with third and a full yard to go. Back to throw. Beck. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and he dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. McPherson's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
At the 36-yard line.
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Short throw caught by Bowers.
Mendoza's pass.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Pass.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Lockett. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Bengals 35-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Ginty out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Get him.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Tucker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
2nd and a yard at the 17-yard line.
First carry of the game from Zamir White. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's another.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the give, Ginty. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackled on the play by Miles Murphy.
2nd and 10.
Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Back to throw. Mendoza. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there.
The kick is
Extra
good.
point by Carson, up and
Makes
good.
the score
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth
17.
quarter.
Daniel
Following the
Carlson
touchdown,
kicking
ready
off
to kick
for
it
Las
away is
Vegas.
Carlson. A nice little juke. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Throwing to start the drive. Beck. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be second down.
A successful screen pass is well choreographed, but this one just didn't come together at all. Couldn't get the blocking aligned, the timing, everything was off. Let's give a little credit to the defense for finishing off that play for no yardage.
On the give, Genty. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Mendoza. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
The Raider field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Carson is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Bengals first down.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Intended for Jamar Chase, incomplete. Darian Porter on the coverage.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's third down now. Operating from the gun, Beck. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
That's another Bengals first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And a Bengal first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first and 10, here's Brown. Down to the 25.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
25-yard line.
They'll come up now, second and 9. Back to throw. Beck. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
That's interference.
Well, let's see who this is on. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Looking to throw. Beck. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
Samaje Perine, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. So now London down 27-20, 80 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up first and 10. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Here comes second down at 5. Back to throw. It's caught. Block it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up a
back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
They'll look to throw again. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this out to Genty.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. To the sideline and incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but partner, the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game. But the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.